Superheroes may fly, fight, and save the world, but underneath the cape, they're walking a path as ancient as the soul itself. They're not just characters, they're carriers of hidden truths about who we are and who we're meant to become. Long before comic books, humans told stories of gods and warriors, figures of immense power who battled darkness, died, rose again, and taught us lessons through myth. Today, we don't gather around fires, we gather around movie screens. But the essence is the same. Superheroes are our modern mythology. And just like those ancient stories, they carry a spiritual pulse beneath the action. Take Superman, a child from the stars, sent to Earth with a mission, raised in humble surroundings. He walks among us, hides his true identity, and ultimately gives his life to save the world, only to return again. That's not just science fiction, that's a modern Christ archetype. Then there's Batman, the Shadow Walker. He doesn't have powers. What he does have is pain, trauma, fear. But instead of running, he descends into his darkness and turns it into something useful. Batman is a masterclass in spiritual shadow work. He embraces his fear, not to destroy others, but to protect them.
You missed.
He shows us that even the deepest wounds can be transformed into purpose.
Wow. The Batman.
Spider-Man, he's not just about web slinging. His journey is the burden of purpose. With great power comes great responsibility.
With great power comes great responsibility. Remember that, Pete.
That's Dharma. That's the soul's calling, the uncomfortable truth that the more aware you are, the more you're called to serve. And then there's the X-Men, born different, misunderstood, feared. Their powers aren't just abilities, they're metaphors for oddness, for otherness, for anyone who's ever felt like they don't belong. Their struggle is spiritual, a search for acceptance, inner worth, and wholeness in a world that says they don't fit.
Excuse me, I'm Eric Lensher.
Charles Xavier.
Go fuck yourself.
And of course, Wonder Woman.
Sorry I'm late.
She's not just a fighter, she's a warrior goddess of truth. Like Archangel Michael, she stands between the innocent and the forces of chaos. Her lasso doesn't just bind, it reveals. It compels truth. It confronts illusion.
And you are welcome.
My ego's far too big to say thank you to someone else.
She reminds us that truth itself is sacred and that defending it is a holy act. When we're drawn to superheroes, it's not just about escapism, it's about recognition. Deep down, we feel something in them. We see pieces of our own journey reflected back. The loneliness, the awakening, the hidden power, the temptation to give up, and the decision not to.
General? Would you care to step outside?
Superman!
These stories remind us the battle between good and evil doesn't just happen out there. It happens in here, in the heart, in the soul, and we're not powerless. Every hero starts as someone ordinary until life calls them to rise. So maybe the real question isn't, what superpower would you want? It's, what truth inside you are you afraid to reveal? Because the spiritual lesson of every superhero is simple. You're not here to be small. You're here to transform, to serve, to rise. And yes, to save the world, even if it's just one person's world at a time. So the next time you watch a superhero movie, Don't just look for the action, look for the reflection. You might just realize you've been the hero all along.